Because Russell Westbrook's legacy is not going to be about winning.
Bro, on God, it's fucked up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth, bro.
Russell Westbrook snapped. The 2017 MVP, 9-time All-Star, and triple-double king didn't just lose his cool. He smashed his phone in sheer disbelief. The reason? He had just watched Giannis Antetokounmpo's brother. Yes, his brother, get signed before him. Imagine that.
It all started with Lakers. Look at his career. As soon as he went to Lakers, I don't want to blame anyone. I don't want to blame LeBron or whatever, but it's hard to play for the Lakers, man.
Why?
If you're playing with someone like LeBron, it's all about LeBron.
Russell Westbrook's wife Nina says that he broke his phone after finding out that Alex Antetokounmpo got signed before.
A Hall of Fame lock and one of the fiercest players of his generation, Russell Westbrook now finds himself sitting at home and signed while players with a fraction of his resume continue to land deals. That moment cut deep. At 36 years old, Westbrook has just signed a $3.6 million contract with the Sacramento Kings, his 7th team in 6 years. It's a shocking fall for a player who was once feared across the league, a man who made the triple-double look routine. This is the wild story of how one of the NBA's most explosive competitors ended up here. How LeBron James and the Lakers damaged his public image, how his former teammates are finally speaking out, and why this Kings deal might just be Westbrook's last stand. Westbrook's new contract is a veteran minimum, $3.6 million for 1 year. For perspective, reports say a Chinese team offered him nearly 4 times that amount, around $14 million. But Westbrook turned it down without hesitation, refusing to walk away from the NBA. That's the kind of pride and self-belief that has always defined him.
Russell Westbrook is signing with the Sacramento Kings. His agent Jeff Schwartz tells me it's a 1-year, $3.6 million deal. And these are two sides that have been engaged in conversations all off season, every single month, every single week since July. They've been in constant communication, and this is a Kings team that has searched for point guard.
He even declined his $3.5 million player option in Denver, betting on himself in free agency, a bold move that almost ruined everything. As training camp approached and teams filled their rosters, Westbrook remained unsigned. No calls. No offers. Just silence. Then came the breaking point. The moment he discovered that Alex Antetokounmpo had signed with Milwaukee before him. That's when, according to reports, Westbrook smashed his phone in anger. And honestly, can you blame him? This is the same man who once averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons, carried entire franchises on his back, and won an MVP award. Now, he was watching a bench player with barely any NBA minutes get a deal first. For a legend like Westbrook, that was pure humiliation. Yet, even last season, he proved he could still play. In 75 games with Denver, Westbrook posted solid numbers, 13. 3 points, 6. 1 assists, 4. 9 rebounds and 1. 4 steals per game, while shooting 44.9% from the field. He even hit 52% on 2-pointers, the best mark of his entire career. Those stats scream starter material, yet teams kept passing on him. One by one, front offices looked elsewhere, leaving Westbrook wondering if this was truly the end of the road. For the first time in 18 years, he was staring down the possibility of being out of the league.
What happened to Russ, bro? On God, it's fucked up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You talk to T-Lou did interview with motherfuckers. I love Russ. Ever since Russ left the Lakers, bro, he's been on a minimum, bro. We've never seen this ever. We've never seen a player who's been the MVP, who's impacted the game, who they call him names and tell him he can't shoot, go to the playoffs, shoot 40% with the Clippers the very next year, right? Take a less demeaning role with the Lakers, take a less demeaning role with the Clippers. He's been a 6th man ever since he's left the Lakers. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. He's arguably one of the top 3 point guards to ever play the game. You tell me this man can't get on the team? All because he's passionate? All because he stretches with the team every single fucking practice? All because if it's a team out and he's there all the fucking time? All because if you talk to anyone around the league, Russ is the best teammate I ever had. I talked to Paul George. Hey, P, hey, Pat, you go love Russ. Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, one of the best teammates I ever had. What the fuck are we talking about? Why isn't this man on the team?
Then came the voices. Patrick Beverley, never one to hold back, said it plain and simple. Russ got a bad rap because of that Lakers team. And coming from Beverley, a player known for his toughness and attitude, that means something. He even called Westbrook the best teammate I ever had. That's not just talk, that's respect earned through battle. And Beverley wasn't the only one speaking up. Even NS Cantor Freedom stepped in and took it a step further. So what really went down in L.A.? Reports made it crystal clear that LeBron James himself pushed for the Lakers to bring in Russell Westbrook, rather than going after Buddy Hield, before the 2021 to 2022 season even began. This wasn't some random front office experiment, it was LeBron's call.
Why do you think he had such a hard time adjusting when he went to like Houston and Washington and the Clippers? Like, it was kind of a big fall off.
You know what? I think it all started with Lakers. Look at his career. As soon as he went to Lakers, I don't want to blame anyone. I don't want to blame LeBron or whatever, but it's hard to play for the Lakers, man.
Why?
If you're playing with someone like LeBron, it's all about LeBron. And if the season fails, then you need to have like some kind of scapegoat. I think that year they picked Russell Westbrook as a scapegoat. Then after that, I mean, look at his career. I do think that, right now it was his 18th year, and this guy, unfortunately, can't even find a team to play right now. It's tough.
So you're saying like becoming the scapegoat like got to him mentally and like that affected his game? Yeah,
I think so. You know, because like people were just calling him some very hard names and some nicknames. I don't even want to repeat it. I feel bad because he got a lot of kids, and I watched one of his interviews because he said, now my kids going to school and they called his kids are like some of the nicknames that the fans used to say, whatever. So NBA is tough, man. NBA is definitely tough, but he could still play in NBA. It's crazy that he cannot find a team.
I think it was him that when they went to Utah, they were like extremely racist towards him or something like that. Yeah. Was it Russell Westbrook?
It was Russell Westbrook.
So like when you were on the Utah Jazz, was it the same? Did you see that same vibe when you were playing there?
To be honest with you, not. I mean, they were like one of the wildest fans, and they had your back no matter what, and they were like the sixth man. But when I played there, I didn't really have like I didn't hear about any kind of racist comments towards other teams. Yeah.
This was LeBron's call. He wanted Russ by his side, plain and simple. So the Lakers formed their so-called Big Three: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. The goal was clear: championship or bust. But instead of glory, what they got was a total collapse. The team missed the playoffs completely, marking one of the biggest disappointments in Lakers history. And when everything fell apart, all fingers pointed at one man, Russell Westbrook. The criticism went beyond basketball. Westbrook and his family began receiving death threats from enraged fans. That's not passion. That's obsession turned toxic. The hate became cruel and personal, testing Westbrook's mental strength like never before. By his second season in L.A., he started only 3 games, averaging 15, 9 points, 7, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. The man who once ran entire offenses was now watching from the bench. Coach Frank Vogel benched him, and the media tore him apart nightly. Then came another blow. LeBron publicly made it known that he wanted Kyrie Irving instead. Imagine that, the same LeBron who once vouched for Westbrook, now openly seeking his replacement. That kind of betrayal cuts deep. Even analysts began admitting how brutal it can be to play for the Lakers. In Los Angeles, it's not just basketball, it's politics, it's headlines, it's constant scrutiny. Every missed shot becomes a meme, every bad night becomes a national talking point. One bad week, and the fan base turns on you. NS Cantor Freedom described it best. He talked about the mental toll it took on Westbrook, revealing how fans called him harsh names and spread nicknames too cruel to repeat. That was the level of hate he faced. But despite it all, when Westbrook joined Denver, he turned that noise into motivation, and delivered. Off the bench, Westbrook was electric. Over the last 3 seasons, he's come off the bench in 145 of 216 games, finishing in the top 10 for 6th Man of the Year voting every single year, a rare accomplishment. He adjusted his game, became smarter with his shot selection, and brought relentless energy that flipped games around. Only 17 players in the entire NBA averaged at least 13. 3 points, 6. 1 assists and 4. 9 rebounds, and Westbrook was one of them. Those numbers place him alongside current All-Stars and MVP candidates. His hustle, speed, and fire remain unmatched. But when it came to the playoffs, things changed. In round 1 against the Clippers, he was crucial to Denver's win. In round 2, though, he struggled badly against his former team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Westbrook shot just 34.8% from the field and 21.9% from 3, while committing 18 turnovers to just 17 assists across 160 minutes. The Nuggets were outscored by 92 points when he was on the floor. That's been the curse of Westbrook's career. He gives you everything: heart, energy, and intensity. But in the postseason, when the lights shine brightest, those same traits can backfire. The turnovers pile up, the missed shots sting harder, and the critics grow louder. And that's why, despite all his regular season greatness, he's still ringless. Westbrook has played alongside legends like Kevin Durant, LeBron James and James Harden, yet the championship has always slipped away. The Thunder's 2012 finals run ended at the hands of LeBron's Miami Heat, and Westbrook never made it back. Fair or not, those playoff stumbles define his legacy, the man who dominated the stat sheet but couldn't close the deal when it mattered most. Now, here we are, Sacramento. The Kings mark Westbrook's fourth team since 2022 and his seventh overall in an 18-year career. From franchise cornerstone to NBA journeyman, it's been a wild ride. And what did he just sign up for in Sacramento? Pure chaos. The Kings lineup is stacked with ball-dominant players, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Dennis Schroeder, and Keon Ellis. Off the bench, Westbrook joins Malik Monk and Doug McDermott, a mix of shooters and slashers all fighting for touches. On paper, it's exciting. But there's one big issue, spacing. LaVine thrives with the ball in his hands, and if he's forced into an off-ball role while sharing the floor with Westbrook or DeRozan, his impact drops dramatically. Add in multiple non-shooters, and suddenly the floor shrinks, the offense clogs, and defenses pack the paint. Last season, Sacramento ranked 28th in bench points and 29th in bench assists, near the bottom of the league. That's where Westbrook could make a real difference, bringing energy, leadership, and that trademark fire off the bench. And according to Sacramento's new GM, Perry, the Kings are trying to build a high-motor, high-effort culture,